I hear these youngins by the slang that I bid first, and I can't even get no credit for it. That shit hurt. Yeah, we been nerds, not the type to use big words. Still down to throw you if you throwing a fist first. Fail face, but every now and then I don't get curved. Still end up broken hearted that we get what we deserve. Freaks show they staring and don't ask for no pictures, cause I'm a giant man like I'm Fishburne. Maybe cause I'm hotter than the grease with a fish burn. We're slacking now, I'm putting in that work like an intern. In turn, I probably won't gain lives like trading in your system. The game stop. Don't really rap about what I ain't got. Been me since back when I could fit in the tank top. You think I'm ever changing? I think not. Hit the taco truck and I can show you the flame spots. They only taking cash and now I'm making the bank stop. Think cock, don't say a word, just open that safe lock. Now I'm playing the ATM, broken the rain wide. Raindrops falling on my head. I hate cops, ain't talking to the feds. Zombie mode on a rocky road, walking like I'm dead. Need to pick me up that I will eat the chocolate with the bread. Still trash, just now me in my pockets getting fed. That's real rap, now I can pay for guac without a sweat. You feel that? Playlist full of Indian drill trap. Problems, I got 99 on me, I'm Lil Sad. But fucking never cried over spilled paps. Never crying over who spilled that. Young medicine man, and I'm looking to peel caps. Put on the beat and I will snap. Put on the beat, I'ma kill that.
Ryne Radio is brought to you in part by Cerna Cigars. If you want to burn like a star, smoke a Cerna cigar. Premium hand-rolled blunts with the glass tips, and it should be powered by Fresh Coast Cannabis. Follow both Cerna Cigars and Fresh Coast Cannabis on Instagram today and let them know that Ryne Radio sent you. We are also brought to you by Adopt My Block. Follow Adopt My Block on Instagram, but also support them on their Patreon or add them into your cart on Amazon Smile. Remember, adopt, don't shop with Adopt My Block. If you would like to listen to some underground music from the Northern California area and beyond, check out TinoKilledIt.com or TinoKilledIt.live. And if you're trying to have your music spun on Tino's radio station, call 915-233-2120 or support them on Patreon today. If you're in Santa Cruz, stop by the Rush Inn at 113 Ninth Street in between Water and Pacific. Come play with us forever and ever or until the government shuts us down again at the Rush Inn.
Oh, we'll never be crazy on episode 80. Spain to launch a trial of 4-day working week. You sleepy siesta fuckers. This whole conversation about like the robots are going to take our jobs and there's not going to be enough employment. I'm like, does anyone care? If a job is not shit, then it's worth doing for no money. If you had money, like, because obviously we're going to have to get to a point where we just give out resources for free. Like, who cares if there's someone out there who has 100,000 times more stuff than their grandparents? Like, it's not going to make them any more happy. What event would you rather die than live through? A Jedward concert. No, I'm just kidding. I see you Jedward fans. For real, like a nuclear winter. I don't think this is a game worth playing, you know? Like, if that was, like, Monopoly.
Okay, or you're gonna walk around and be, like, avoid being killed by cannibals and, like, sleep in bushes and, like, eat old fucking food that might be poison?
No, I don't want my kids to play that.
What's up, everybody? It's Ryne Radio. It's just me. We doing this dolo. Let's see how this sounds. Yeah, sounds okay. See, yeah, I wanted to go live. Well, I was about to just do this pre-recorded and like release the episode as like some weird thing, but and I still might. What's up, fuck off? Yeah, if you tuned in yesterday, I don't really know what went wrong. I don't know if it was my computer. I don't know if it was the internet, but I wanted to kind of make up for it. I was about to do a pre-recorded episode where, I kind of explain what happened and then just do a mishmash of the two lives that I put out and then, just like trail off afterwards. So I'm just doing that live right now. And then I'm going to delete all those later, make it one big Frankenstein episode. Cause I think those two lives are like 15 minutes roughly, to where I'm just going to go live for like a half hour right now. Kind of shoot the shit and kind of just go over some of the more specific points that I wanted to go over when I went live yesterday. The main one being, this is just on a personal level. I got to host a mic at in Santa Cruz at the Russian, which, if you watch this show or listen to this show now, which, I am on fucking Spotify now, but more on that later. I hosted my first ever fucking mic at the Russian in Santa Cruz. Went really well, to the point where I'm going to be really going hard on that. Not even just that mic, but I'm going to be trying to seek out more like hosting my own mics, because I was able, the first time I tried doing comedy again, I fell right on my face and I fucking ate a bag of dicks. Not even going to lie. But hosting is a different thing, because I host this show and I've gotten used to being able to just carry, it along and be able to have like kind of the finer points, be able to introduce the next act and things of that nature. So I, all this time while I was at home doing this show, I was thinking it was making me better for comedy. Not necessarily, but it has made me fucking be a lot better at like just hosting in general. And I'm pretty fucking excited about that, because, man, battle rap is a real it's a real thankless job. It's an unforgiving fucking world too. It's a thankless job, and nobody even gives a fuck that you care that it's a thankless job. You know what I mean? This is fucking chunky water, by the way. I'm just drinking, or that's chunky water, but I did have an alleged or two before I recorded this. Mike went super duper well. Pretty happy about that. Also, the battle stream went pretty well. There's a lot of folks tuning in for that as well. I keep saying that, but a good amount of folks tuned in. A good amount of folks hopped into the live chat to be, help us judge these battles. Me and Dan did override one of the battles, which was Sasquatch Josh versus DD. And I wanted to have Sasquatch Josh here, and he was here yesterday. But like I said, I don't know if it was a computer thing or more of my internet thing. Have no idea specifically. I tried, to like kind of rough it out and go through it, and it just didn't really happen. Hey, Swammy, my guy, man. That's what I'm talking about, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Definitely, man. Because, dude, it was just a lot of fun in general. And, I'm somebody that's just, I'm very much about the just experience of things. And I understand that oftentimes lead to greater things than to have certain expectations. And this, like, just 100% proved my own philosophy to me in my eyes. So thank you, sir. Thank you to everybody at the fucking Russian. I believe the name's Laura, if I remember correctly. So much love to y'all, because that was a whole lot of fun. The battle stream went really well as well. Or not as well as well. Went well. Yeah, whatever. I'm tongue-tied. Whatever. Whatchamacallit? Not that one. Yeah. Like we said, we judged Wykes. We were trying to get this out yesterday when I had Sasquatch here, but Rashad versus Wisecrack, I believe me and Dan gave Wisecrack. Oh, no, yeah, I have it written down. Bang. Wisecrack took the W. You know, and Rashad's going to be here in studio tomorrow. That's kind of another reason why I'm going live tonight on a Tuesday, just because, you know, like I said, I wanted to make a kind of Frankenstein of an episode to explain, you know, what happened with the Sasquatch Josh episode. And then on top of that, we didn't really get into a whole lot of the shit, but me and Dan said, or not even me and Dan. The live chat and Dan agreed that Rashad took the W. Jiggles versus Wisecrack. Jiggles took the W over, or no, why did I say Jiggles versus Wisecrack? Man, I'm tongue-tied as shit. Fuck off said I thought was Sean. Yeah. No, my bad. That's what I meant. That's what I meant to say. Rashad took up the W. Did I say Wisecrack? My bad. I'm getting hella tongue-tied. This is what happens when you do a really, really late show after a lot of allegeds. Rashad picked up the W against Wisecrack. Jiggles versus L-Dog. Jiggles took the W, which was like a real tide turner there. Be Nasty versus Vinny. Vinny took up the W. DD versus Sasquatch, which is another reason why I wanted to have Sasquatch here in studio. And when I did, but like I said, technical difficulties, all those sorts of shits. I wanted to get his take more. I know that he definitely disagreed, and the live chat very much felt that he won. And it's not that he did terrible by any means. We just thought that Didi had some material that was just fucking heat, and it could apply like anywhere and be as well received. Nexus versus Tino. Tino picked up the W, but Nexus had one of the strongest showings that he's ever had. And then Daniel Blackton versus CJ Pimp. Daniel Blackton taking the motherfucking W. And yeah, like I said, I wanted to get the results to you guys. I wanted to let you guys just kind of be, I don't know, kind of just being up in the shits of what I'm doing, because I've been trying to just promote things all the time. But comedy's pretty much back in full force. I'm hella excited about that. I'm hella excited about the battles though too. And matter of fact, I could say that Dan's going to be fucking back here this Friday, April 2nd. We're going to go live to talk about some shit that we got cooking up in the fucking pot. And I'm really looking forward to that, because it's been something that it's been hard to hold on to. I'll say that much. What else? Yeah, apparently I'm going to be doing more comedy. Like I said, I really loved that shit, man. It was a lot of fun. And doing those shows is way different than like trying to like run a battle rap event. I mean, but I really love this battle rap shit, because when it's great, it's great. And like you only will ever get it like when it's in the moment, you have to put yourself out there to like really be in it. And now I'm fucking like filming the shit. So I'm like really in the shit. I'm booking it and I'm filming it, which is probably like in hindsight, not the best idea, because in a perfect world, I'd rather just film it and someone else booked it, because I don't have to like get attached or anything like that. I don't have to be like too much. I don't know. I feel like it's hard to like still kind of want to like be in control of other things and not like get completely immersed in how I'm filming, if that makes sense. So yeah. What else? April 17th, we got a card cracking. I haven't made a flyer for it yet, because we still have some some last minute fucking details to settle. But that's a crazy fucking card as well. I almost want to fucking let y'all know about some shits, but I don't, because I just want to hit y'all with it. But unfortunately, we probably won't really know about that one until like the end of the week. So I don't mean to fucking blue balls y'all, but we got something cracking on April 17th. That's fucking heat. And then Dan's coming in studio this Friday to talk about something that we got going on later on throughout the year. That's gonna be exciting, man, guys. What else? Today is March fucking 30th. We got one more day, and then we gotta pay fucking rent. People are mad about Little Nas X, and I'm not sure why. I mean, I get why, I guess, but I think there's better things to be concerned about. And I think fucking, I don't know. And it's like, it's not even like one specific person. I'm not even talking about like, because there's a couple, I've been going back and forth with a few different folks, but like for me, it's mostly like the older like generation. Because I got like a former manager that's like really like about, all, the Nas from my generation wasn't like that type of shit. And it's like the Nas from your generation wasn't trying to fucking be an openly gay artist. So it's like, it doesn't really compare. Like just because they have the name Nas. And I think he even had a tweet like that saying something. And I'm not even a fan of this dude, but I love pro wrestling. So I love how he's able to generate this heat for himself because, and Knothead TV, who I interviewed on the show before, he put it really well. He said that folks are it's like the Tekashi syndrome. Like they hate him so much, but that like hate fuels the numbers and it fuels, it just shoots him up. Like, in these days, everything's only about, likes and follows and subscribers and all of that noise, right? And ultimately, if someone like at a studio can type in, can look up the Google Analytics of what your name, is like generating, I guess, then that is valuable in another way. So people will do wild things on purpose to provoke a reaction out of everyone just for moments like this. And it's just now we're in 2021, so we're just seeing it with men. But it's like this has always been a thing before with female artists. And I'm not necessarily saying that it's a right or a wrong thing, but it's just more so of like, there's not much of a difference there other than just who the person is and what their orientation is. And as far as the shoes, I'm not too much of an Air Max guy, but I think it's just genius. Like, I don't know what kind of repercussions he's going to get for like using the, cause like, people really thought that Nike had like something to do with it, but I think people are allowed to take things like that and make their own off-brand designs with shit. So it's like at best he probably just got like a cease and desist, or who the fuck knows. But it's all just free publicity to the point where if you're really truly like not about that shit, then you have every right to that opinion. But going online to like really express it, and like especially like the older generation like trying to compare Little Nas X to like Nas, I'm just like, you're generating the attention that he wants and that he's looking for. It's the same thing as Tekashi, man. Like it's the same thing as reality TV. And it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like the pro wrestling fan in me is just like, yo, This is to intently provoke a reaction to where if you feed into it, you know, you're feeding into it. That's all it really is. If you're, you know, you're feeding into it. Like it's intended to provoke a reaction. What's up, Pixie? Oh, that's hilarious. He says he has a song with Nas. That'd be amazing to drop that one too, because I keep seeing that like the most. I keep seeing that the most. I have like older generations of fucking cats that grew up in this like fucking Bay Area hip hop culture, fucking in the 80s and 90s, and they're like really shitting on them. And I'm just like, yo, man, you're playing into it. Like, it's not even, and it's like I've listened to it, and I've listened to this Montero song. And I'm like, without the song, without the video ain't really that wild. And even then, the video, all he does is he kisses a snake, he slides down a stripper pole, and then he gives Satan a lap dance. And people are like, oh, he's promoting like Satanism or whatever the fuck. I'm like, Satanists don't believe in Satan. Yeah, it's a great marketing tactic because it definitely like it'll make people want to be upset about it. It's like, and he did it just like sly enough to where it's like, you know, like there's worse shit that's like on like Game of Thrones. It's not necessarily worse, but like they show more on like Game of Thrones and shit like that. Like where I'm like, all he did was just like ride some fucking CGI Satan a little bit. But people are pretty upset about it. And I'm just entertained by it because I'm just like, I don't know, man. I'm just like, I remember like, this isn't the first time there's been like this type of shit before. Like, I can remember growing up in the 90s where people were like, oh, what the fuck is up with this Marilyn Manson shit and whatnot, you know? To where it's like, I feel like a lot of it's just the same thing. Like it's intently providing, you know, it's all of like a theater and an act to it to where like, that's what this is. Like, I don't know. It's pretty crazy. I feel like fucking, there's a weird thing how like the collective consciousness of our society will like have these like certain conversations that like take priority of like other conversations, I suppose, to where I'm like, is this the one that, you know, like, is this the one that we got to go after right now? Like, I don't know, man. It's like, I don't even think about going after anybody. To where I'm just like, especially like being in like, you know, I guess I try to think of myself as an artist in some respects to where I don't question like what other people want to do with their art. And I don't try to put my own assumptions onto it because, like I said, I grew up very much a music fan, and I grew up like researching a lot of the kind of the censorship trials in the 80s with the music when like D. Snyder and John Denver are fucking testifying in Congress about the shit. And Two Live Crew, I think. Um, and I think a lot of it like still kind of like goes into that to where I'm not, you know, and it's like we also live in an age where it's like, yeah, it's so easily accessible to look up, but it's like you also don't have to like look it up. Manuel said, "What's up, y'all? Where's the whack bottom tier weirdos at? We should censor them, not Little Nas X." Fire. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't believe like I like listening to anybody really. Like, because if somebody just says something kind of that I find ridiculous, I'll just be like, well, you don't really think that, right? Like, or just, you know, kind of ask more questions to the point where I feel like at a certain level, if I can just ask enough questions about just because I really want to like understand people's points sometimes. If it's something that I don't understand or agree with, to where I'm not doing it in a crazy way, to where, yeah, man, I don't know. People will really like I said, I don't really question people's art. I like it, I just feel like, oh, not my thing really. Like cool CGI. Moving on. Like, and it's like he's a talented dude to where like I just find him, it's like I think it's weird a little bit, but not I don't think it's weird on the level that like there's like, especially on Twitter, man. Like Twitter's going wild. Like there was that chick who was what's her name? Like Emily Bennett or something like that, where she's like fucking trying to like tell him about like, oh, at least I can procreate and things like that, to where it's just like, dude, what the fuck does that have to do with like this man just making a fucking like crazy wild video? Like, like as much as like, dude, if you gave me like $1 million budget or whatever the fuck, and I can make like some crazy CGI video, I'd be like, okay, I want to be in the Lord of the Rings and I want to see titties and I want, like I'm just making like some weird, wild fucking bullshit to where it's like, that's me. That's what I would do. To where it's just like, okay, he's a fucking openly gay man and he also is trying to test like the boundaries of like, you know, he's obviously like provoking people to where, because he got so much hate on when he did Old Town Road, and especially like when people like research, like, because it's like the Old Town Road came out, then people were like, oh yeah, dope, and then they like researched them a little bit and like, oh wait, what? And then he caught a lot of his own hate from that, to where I don't really blame him for really like testing the fucking boundaries of shit. It's doing daylight tactics. Exactly, dude. That's pretty much where I see it too. What's up, Assad? Assad Aziz Nim. Assad Zim Nim. Gang Nim on the Fofim Nim. We in the gang Nim in it. Fucking yeah, it's just daylight shit. It's like, it's only gonna make you mad if like you want it to. And it's like, I don't know. And it's like, if people are religious, I guess I get it, but even for a religious person, I don't see what the issue would be, because it's like he's lap dancing on the devil and then he kills the devil and becomes the devil. So like what? People think like Lil Nas is fucking the devil or something? Like, I don't know. It's weird. I don't believe in none of that type of shit. Like, I'm just like, nah, man, I think we're all just humans. And I think some humans just know how to piss a lot of people off sometimes. And they're able to generate that into money in other ways. To where Assad said, daylight ain't got no Nike deal. Jesus don't like gays. Apparently not. Because, I mean, I can't really see an argument. I pretty much, like, to me, I feel like that's the only real thing that's kind of happening there, is people are just, especially people with, like, from a religious background are like offended. But it's, man, I'm so much about like, you should expose yourself to what offends you, because I feel like you should expose yourself to what offends you, so it reaffirms where you stand. You know what I mean? To where I don't believe in trying to block out shit I don't want to hear. Like, sometimes I wish I do, and sometimes I kind of do, I guess, on social media, because that's just kind of what naturally happens when you put yourself in a bubble. But I don't mind hearing information that like doesn't favor me or isn't beneficial to me, or something like that, to where I can hear bad news and I can take in anything, to where, man, I just kind of forget where I was going with that. I'm not even gonna lie, because I'm just so distracted because it's like, oh yeah, no, I lost it. I just can't understand even why the religious people are. Because the whole like you should fucking expose yourself to what you're offended to, because it reaffirms where you stand. So it's like, how good is your fucking religion if watching a little Nas X video fucking destroys your whole faith? You know, like, come on, man. Like, it's just a fucking gay dude having some fun, like, in terms of, having a laugh. Like, I don't know. And then I think, like, to be upset is like, it plays into it. Um, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But beside the point, because, like I said, we had a great fucking weekend again, because, we had the live stream, but also right after the live stream, I went, did the fucking show in Santa Cruz. And fucking once again, shout out to New Swammy and I believe Laura. I might have smoked on a legend that night. So, I'm great with faces, not great with names. Shout out to those folks fucking 10 times over, because that was fun as hell. And I'm looking forward to doing another one. And on top of that, if you want to watch all of the battles that we judged, they're over on Counterproductive's Patreon, patreon.com/counterproductive. You can watch all the battles from the BOTZ sessions right now. Plus, you can watch the live stream with the judging to, watch back how we judged in the moment. All of those stuff and things. What else? This show is also a podcast now. So I was uploading, for a minute there, it was only available on Anchor FM. Now it's available on Spotify. I'm working on getting it on Apple and Google Podcast. Maybe the rest of them, but honestly, like, who the fuck is really using anything else? Either use Spotify, Apple, or Google Podcasts. That's all you really fucking need. Outside of that, what else? Like I said, this episode is mostly just to make up for last night, because I fucked up somewhere, I guess. I don't know. Not me, but the computer or the internet fucked up somewhere along the line, and it was not cooperating, boy. So that's why there's some stupid chopped up video on the channel. I'm going to, after I'm done with this, I'm going to make a weird Frankenstein episode out of all of this, then re-upload that to the channel and on the Twitch, or not on the Twitch. I'm just going to delete that off the Twitch, but I'm going to upload this to the YouTube channel, then make a weird cut of a Frankenstein episode, put that up on the fucking podcast, get back to this work on these videos. I was up here on my computer. I was doing some work on some fucking shit, and I'm just like, you know what? I feel really bad that the episode yesterday just really didn't go well. So that's the way the cookie crumbles, boy. Anyway, yeah. Outside of that, man, I'm really fucking just, I'm grateful for the times when I can recognize how to grow, because I struggle a lot with getting caught up in things that I probably shouldn't be caught up in terms of like arguing online and things. And I just get distracted very easily. And I really wish I had a better handle on that, but I'm really working on it a lot. So I'm grateful for the ability to recognize that and to move forward and to know how to like see that as an opportunity to grow. Like I said, I'm grateful for the times that I'm able to recognize when I can see opportunities to grow, because that's all things really are. And it's like, and it's hard, and things are draining sometimes, and things can be stressful sometimes. But that's, fucking growing pains, boy. Assad is saying that, bro, his tweet was like, bro, my dad at God, or bro, my bad at God. He says, I'm not a fan of dude at all, but I really don't give a fuck. If watching Lil Nas X makes you gay, just watch some Meg Thee Stallion and get straight. Assad is fucking killing it in the live chat. Like I said, this show is not just a fucking video show. It's also an audio show now. So if you're listening to this on Spotify and you're ever wondering why I just bring up people's names and say that so-and-so says this, I'm not talking to myself here. I mean, I am talking to myself, but there is a live chat that's happening here. So it's like some weird telephone operator nonsense. But yeah, man, I think this is all I really needed to do. I just wanted to explain what happened and promote tomorrow right here. Same bat channel, same bat place. I'm going to have Rashad in studio. We're going to be talking about his debut, talking about maybe his plans for battling going forward and all the stuff and things. And then on Friday, Dirtbag Dan going to be back here to talk about something. That's all I'll fucking say. Something. Outside of that, like I always say, wash your ass, wash your hands, brush your teeth, love yourself so you can love somebody else. And we're going to get out of there on that.
Yeah, put them things when you see us. Like, what's the big idea? Bentley, Benz, or Beamer, we be swinging like we teed up. They don't know shit. Pull up, then we swipe before they re-up. They don't know shit. Glock up in their face so they don't see us. Put them things when you see us. Like, what's the big idea? Bentley, Benz, or Beamer, we be swinging like we teed up. They don't know shit. Pull up, then we swipe before they re-up. They don't know shit. Glock up in their face so they don't see us. Hey, I'll roll a chopper out the back, then pull the big out. She think I'm Rambo when I'm shirtless with the stick out. Black on black when we attack, we never stick out. I get to squeeze until it's empty, pop the clip out. You share your business with these bitches, let it slip out. You give your money to that house, so you a trick now. I don't say shit to the bitches, pull my dick out. First we fucked and when I'm finished, I'ma spit. Shit, my dog just barking and got the taste for blood. Pop shit, you get your top split, I left them laying her. 9 true, you get your mind blue, but what you tryna do? Slide through, must I remind you? I be almost sipping a 40, gripping a 40, I'll let one go up at your face and get distorted, Into the story, it's not important, we celebrate and spin your block up in euphoria. I got magazines for your issues, activate with the pistol, I'm at your face like some tissue. If I bless you, I won't miss you. Bullets got it like a missile, now they gliding through your tissue. Hit your bitch, your friends, your family, anybody riding with you. Little bitch, I walking like I'm God, but I'm a demon to you. Little bitch, I keep the pump on deck, but I ain't cleaning the pool. You feel that barrel bust, you feel that marrow crush. Little bitch, I rockin' up gold to make a pharaoh blush. You put them things when you see us, like what's the big idea? Bentley, Benz, or Beamer, we be swinging like we teed up. They don't know shit. Pull up, then we swipe them for they re-up. They don't know shit. Glock up in their face so they don't see us. Put them things when you see us, like what's the big idea? Bentley, Benz, or Beamer, we be swinging like we teed up. They don't